True strength is not found in defeating others, but in mastering yourself. The calmest mind wields the sharpest technique. Train not to impress, but to grow. In every strike, find purpose. In every silence, find power. This is the path of Wing Chun, a journey inward before any outward motion can find its truth. Discipline isn't forged in the ring, it's built in the hours no one sees. While others sleep, you train. While they boast, you breathe. Your quiet determination will echo louder than their noise. Ip Man showed us, the true warrior never seeks conflict, but when it finds him, he stands like a mountain and moves like water. Don't fight for glory, fight for balance, for principle, for honor. Strength can break bones, but only character breaks cycles of hatred. Ip Man didn't need to shout to be heard or win to be respected. His calm resolve reminded us, greatness walks in silence, and only the humble can truly understand power. 1,000 punches thrown in anger are weaker than one punch born from clarity. Ip Man believed in discipline over domination, focus over fury. In a world chasing victory, he chose peace. Real mastery lies in restraint, in knowing when not to fight. The strongest hands are those that protect, not destroy. Let others chase reputation, you chase refinement. Let them count victories, you count improvements. Ip Man never needed the world's applause. He trained in the shadows, letting mastery find him through patience. In every repetition, you rewrite your story. The warrior's journey is not about being the best. It's about being better than yesterday. The world may throw chaos your way, but stay grounded like Ip Man. When you center your mind, no storm can uproot you. Let every block teach you control, and every movement reflect intention. Real warriors aren't born. They're shaped by discipline, humility, and unshakable inner peace. That's the spirit of martial arts. Ip Man taught that the body is a weapon, but the mind is the true master. Without clarity, skill becomes chaos. You must train your spirit as fiercely as your strikes. What you do in stillness determines how you move in conflict. Victory begins in your thoughts, not your fists. Even in defeat, there is victory if you learn. Ip Man never fought to win, he fought to understand. When you release ego, each opponent becomes a teacher, each struggle a lesson. Walk the martial path with humility, and you will grow not just in power, but in wisdom. That's the martial spirit. Power means nothing without purpose. Ip Man's hands were swift, but his heart was still. Train not to dominate, but to protect. Strength without compassion is hollow. Every block, every strike, every breath should be grounded in respect. That's the art of Wing Chun, not chaos, but control. You don't rise by stepping on others. You rise by stepping through your limits. Ip Man didn't seek fame, yet his name lives on. Why? Because discipline speaks louder than arrogance. In quiet focus lies unmatched power. Train until your movements flow like water and your heart remains still like stone. Don't be fooled by noise. True warriors move in silence. Ip Man didn't need crowds to validate his strength. He refined it alone. You're not training for the spotlight. You're training for life. When the world tests you, it's not about how loud you fight, but how deeply you stand. Pain is part of the process. Doubt is part of the journey. But quitting? That's a choice. Ip Man never gave up when the world pressed against him. He stood firm because his purpose was clear. You can break bones, but not spirit. Keep going. Your discipline will outlast the struggle. Every great martial artist begins with humility. Ip Man mastered himself before mastering Wing Chun. It's not about being better than others. It's about being better than you were. The mirror is your truest opponent. Face it daily. Grow from it. The warrior evolves not by chance, but by constant conscious effort. Your greatest weapon is not your fists, it's your focus. Ip Man didn't just fight opponents, he conquered fear, pride, and ego. The real battle is always within. When you defeat the enemy in your mind, no one else can touch you. Train your focus, and nothing can break your flow. Greatness doesn't arrive overnight. Ip Man's mastery was forged through quiet repetition, relentless practice, and unwavering purpose. One punch, 1,000 times, one stance, until it's second nature. If you seek shortcuts, you lose the essence. There's no hack for mastery, only devotion. Be consistent, and time will honor your path. Honor isn't found in how you strike, but in how you carry yourself. Ip Man taught that character is the foundation of power. Without respect, technique means nothing. Walk with humility, train with intention, and let your actions speak volumes. The martial path begins with virtue and ends with legacy. Never fear standing alone if it means standing for what's right. Ip Man faced powerful enemies, but never compromised his principles. A true warrior holds the line, even when the world pushes back. Your values are your foundation. Defend them like you defend your life. That's the way of martial integrity. Technique can be taught, but spirit must be earned. Ip Man embodied this. Behind every graceful movement was a lifetime of struggle, of failure, of resolve. You're not just learning to fight, you're learning to persevere. Keep going. When your spirit is strong, your body follows. That's the true strength of a martial artist. Courage is not loud. Sometimes, it's the quiet decision to show up again. Ip Man didn't let hardship define him. He let it refine him. You don't need to be fearless, just committed. Every time you rise after a fall, you build unbreakable strength. Keep rising, keep fighting. You are becoming unstoppable. What separates a fighter from a master? Patience. Ip Man moved with precision, not haste. In stillness, he saw the opening. In calm, he found advantage. Don't rush the fight. Read it, feel it, flow with it. Control begins in the breath. Breathe deeply, move intentionally, and let each motion carry wisdom.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.